Lipstick Beauty in Black Season 2, Episodes 13 and 14 Review. Power, payback, and a death that changed everything. If you thought Beauty in Black was just about glam, wigs, and messy friendships, baby, Episodes 13 and 14 said, nope, this is a full-on war. These two episodes shift the entire tone of Season 2. What started as drama and side eyes turns into power plays, betrayal, and one of the most shocking deaths of the season. And honestly, this is where the show stops playing and starts collecting receipts. Let's break it all the way down. Nail Care Episode 13, Boom. Kimmy said, move over, I'm running this now. Episode 13 feels like the moment everything flips. The title, Boom, is not just for drama, it's literal. The energy explodes, and Kimmy steps into a role nobody saw coming this boldly. Crown Kimmy's power move era. Kimmy is done being underestimated. For most of the season, people treated her like she was just around, a side piece in the bigger game. But in this episode, she walks in like she owns the board. And the crazy part, she kind of does. She starts making strategic decisions. She exposes cracks in the Bellary Empire. And she applies pressure to Roy and Charles, who suddenly look nervous. This isn't messy gossip anymore. This is corporate takedown energy. And let's be real, Kimmy is giving villain, but the kind you low-key root for. Because she didn't just wake up like this, she was pushed there. Briefcase: the Bellary family is cracking. Roy and Charles thought they had everything under control. But episode 13 shows us that power built on secrets will always collapse. Their biggest issue: they underestimated Kimmy, and now she's moving smarter than both of them. You can feel the tension in every scene. Conversations get shorter, trust disappears, everybody is watching their back. And the Bellary family starts to look less like a unit, and more like a group of people waiting to betray each other. Nail Care: Rain is building her own lane. Now let's talk about Rain, because she's quietly becoming one of the most important players. While everybody else is arguing, plotting, and lying, Rain is trying to build something real. She's working on her own business moves and trying to separate herself from the chaos. But here's the problem: you can't be around mess and not get messy. Rain is trying to stay clean, but the environment she's in, toxic. And episode 13 makes it clear that even her good intentions are about to lead her into something she can't control. Flushed Norman's shocking truth. Norman gets hit with a revelation that shakes him completely. And this is where the show reminds us, nobody is safe from secrets. What makes this moment powerful is not just the reveal, it's how it affects him. You see the shift in his face, his energy, his trust. Because in this world, the truth doesn't set you free. It puts a target on your back. Heartbreak Episode 14: When Drama Turns Deadly. If episode 13 was about power, episode 14 is about consequences. And baby, this episode does not hold back. Hospital Glenn's storyline, the most devastating turn. Let's talk about the moment that changed everything. Glenn ends up in the hospital, and dies. Yes, dies. And what makes it even more heartbreaking is how it happens. Rain, thinking she was protecting Sylvie, makes a decision that indirectly leads to Glenn being pushed into danger. It wasn't supposed to go that far. It wasn't supposed to end like that. But that's the theme of this episode: intentions don't matter when the outcome is irreversible. This moment shifts the entire show from drama to tragedy. Pouting Jules is about to become dangerous. Jules' reaction: pain, confusion, and suspicion. He knows something isn't right. He feels like the story he's being told isn't the full truth. And you can already see where this is going. He's going to start asking questions. He's going to start connecting dots. And somebody is going to regret underestimating him. Grief is one thing, but grief mixed with anger, that's where revenge is born. Bomb Kimmy versus everybody. While Glenn's death shakes the emotional side of the story, Kimmy is still playing chess. And now, she has even more leverage. The Bellary family is distracted, emotional, and divided, and Kimmy is using that to her advantage. She continues tightening her grip, making moves that feel cold but calculated. At this point, she's not just surviving. She's taking over. Anti-clockwise arrows: alliances start shifting. Episode 14 also introduces something very important. Enemies are starting to realize they might need each other. Because when things get this messy, it's not about who you like, it's about who you can trust long enough to survive. We start seeing people softening toward former enemies, quiet conversations happening behind closed doors, and new partnerships forming that could flip the entire game. This is where the show gets dangerous, because once alliances shift, nobody's position is secure. Nail care the bigger themes and why these episodes hit so hard. These 2 episodes aren't just entertaining, they're layered. 1. Power always comes with a price. Kimmy got what she wanted, but now she's carrying the weight of everything that comes with it. 2. Secrets destroy families. The Bellary Empire didn't fall because of outsiders, it's collapsing because of what they hid from each other. 3. Good intentions can still cause damage. Rain didn't mean for Glenn to die. But intention doesn't erase consequence. 4. Grief creates villains. Jules is about to become a problem. And honestly, you can't even blame him. I's final thoughts, this is where the show levels up. Episodes 13 and 14 feel like the turning point of the entire season. Before this, it was drama, it was gossip, it was shade. Now, it's power, it's loss, it's revenge, and the stakes are higher than ever. Kimmy is no longer the underdog, she's the threat. The Bellary family is no longer untouchable, they're vulnerable. And the story is no longer just messy, it's dangerous. Speech balloon final rating, 4/5. Checkmark strong character development. Checkmark major plot progression. Checkmark emotional impact that Glenn storyline. Few. Checkmark setup for an explosive finale. Crossmark slight pacing issues in some scenes. Crossmark some storylines feel rushed compared to the big moments. Fire the real question. Who's going down next? Because after episodes 13 and 14, nobody is safe.